Hello, my name is Wen. This is a demonstration video on assignment for artificial intelligence. First, I'm going to show my program. So we'll do a girl name first, and we're going to choose a 4 for medium length, 7 for maximum length, and we need 10 names. So I did a nth level markov model, so we're going to do a 5. So here's the name generated from the program. Here's the data structure I'm using. The letter class represents a letter sequence, and this class is gonna hold a hash table storing the next possible following letter. And so the total count represents how many times this letter sequence has occurred. So I can use the following letter divide by the total count to get the next possible following letter. Here's how I manage and store the letter sequence. So for each name, I'm going to get a substring depending on the level of the Markov model, and for that substring the substring is going to be a sequence. So we're going to find out what the next letter is going to be. If the letter sequence, so I have a hash table storing all the letter sequence. If the letter sequence doesn't exist, then we will put the letter sequence into the hash table. If the letter sequence already exists, then we're gonna get the letter sequence and update its following letter chance. So here is how I calculate the probability and find out what is going to be the next letter. So I'm going to get a random number, and for the current letter sequence, we're gonna get all the possibilities for the next letter following current letter sequence. So I'm gonna keep on adding all the the chances for the next letters until the random number is less than the chance. That means the random number is within the probability of the next letter. So here's the method to generate all the name that is required, and the loop here is gonna keep track of the number of name it has already generated, and this loop here is going to generate one name. So the name is gonna start with dashes depending on the level of depth of the Markov model, and I'm gonna keep on appending letters until I find a dash on my next letter. So in here I'm updating my letter sequence, so I'm gonna get a new next possible letter depending on the current letter sequence. And here is where I check if the name is valid. First you have to make sure the name is not a null, and then you're gonna check if the name is greater than the minimum length and smaller than the maximum length. If it is, then I'm gonna add the name to the array list. And after exiting the loop, I'm gonna return all the names that is generated by the model.